Thinking about moving to Sevier County, there's a lot to consider. I mean, are you drawn to the beautiful mountains? Are you an investor looking for a short-term rental? In this video, I will break down the pros and cons of living in Sevier County. We're going to start off strong with the number one pro and my personal favorite of living here, and that is the breathtaking landscape. Oh my gosh. So, as you probably know, it is home to the Great Smoky Mountains. Okay. Beautiful. We have mountains, lush greenery out there, forest, lakes. We have it all here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Um, I'd never get tired of it. Sometimes I think I'm a little spoiled by it because I see it every day, and I never get tired of it. I mean, the mountains always look different, whether it's like a stormy day, or maybe they might have snow on them, or right after a rain. I mean, they all look gorgeous. And we're right near Douglas Lake. You could not beat the view of the lake with the mountains behind it. Oh, wonderful. I mean, it makes lake days the best days. Now, number two, affordable cost of living. Now, of course, this will depend on where you're coming from, but if you're looking at most urban areas in the United States, Sevier County has a lower cost of living. Now, let's talk about the taxes here. Typically, they are a lot lower than other places. And of course, it would depend on exactly where you live, because if you live in the city, you'll have city and county tax. But we do not have state income tax here. I didn't know what that was, so I had to ask my husband and he had to explain it to me. But we do not have that here, which is a big draw to a lot of people, especially if they're trying to retire. Having no state income tax, that will make your money stretch further, and that appeals to a lot of people relocating to Tennessee. Number three, a tourism-driven economy. This county runs and thrives on tourism. It is fueled by attractions like Dollywood, shows, go-karts, local restaurants, and that builds a good foundation for tons of job opportunities. And if you're an investor, all those people that are coming to enjoy the Smokies, they have to have somewhere to stay. Why not in your cabin? Now let's talk about the typical busy season, because something that a lot of people like here is it's more of year-round. Now, the good thing about the Smoky Mountains and tourism is it's a year long, whereas like other places just have a season. Ours is all year long, and I'll break it down for you. During January, a little bit of February, we have a lot of conventions here, a lot of youth conventions. It'll be at the Gatlinburg Convention Center, or the LeConte Center, or the Sevierville Convention Center. Okay. In February, that's when a lot of the shows will restart, and of course you have Valentine's Day, so you will bring your sweetie there. In March and April, spring break, that gives families opportunity to travel, and then you start the summer season, which is the busiest time for most people. It's really awesome here. They have tons of things to do. Dollywood, they always have different shows and activities for the kids, and everything on the parkway. There's always something new. Okay. And then you have like September, October, and what that appeal is the leaf changing. The weather typically is a little bit cooler, which a lot of people like, and the leaves changing is absolutely beautiful, spectacular. I love it, and I live here. Now, as far as November and December, that's Christmas. Okay. After the first week of November, everything is switched over to Christmas. I mean, we'll have lights, all the shows switch over to doing a Christmas show. Everything just completely flip-flops from fall to Christmas. And people love it here, and they keep returning. So, community awareness, okay? We are a small, tight-knit community here in Sevier County. Um, and we embody the Southern hospitality. So if you're walking around, somebody might just tell you bye, give you a little wave, and you're like, I don't know this person, but I'll wave back. And that's how we do that. And even though we have a lot of tourists here, and a lot of the locals will stick together, and we do community yard sales, we have community events. My favorite one is in October. They do history and haunts at the courthouse in downtown Sevierville, and it's always such a blast. Everybody comes dressed up in costumes. They have vendors. They do a little history walk with people. They have hay rides. Absolutely love it. So it's one of my favorite things, and I will insert some photos from when I went to it last year and maybe a couple of years ago, so you can see it. But it definitely has the tight-knit community feeling that I like, and that makes me feel safe here. Now, number 5, outdoor activities. Oh my gosh, okay. So like I was talking about before, you have Douglas Lake, so you can do all the water sports there. I'm not very athletic, so I will not be doing any wakeboarding, but if that's you, I would cheer you on. And then you have the hiking. And I don't even know how many trails there are, but a couple of my favorites, Andrews Bald, gorgeous views. Mount LeConte, everybody has to do Mount LeConte if you live here. And if you plan ahead of time, like a year in advance, you can stay at one of the cabins on the top. I've never done that, but it's definitely on my bucket list. And it's just a great scenery to be out. We have lots of local parks. If you have children that would like that. It's very easy to do a lot of outdoor stuff here. So if that's what you're passionate about, it would be a good fit for you. Now, number 6, okay, and this is kind of a bonus one, and there is always plenty to do. From the restaurants, the attractions, the outdoor stuff to do. I never get bored. Especially like when I'm driving down the main parkway, I'll see stuff new all the time. It's like I'm driving, I'm like, when did that pop up? Buildings pop out of nowhere. I swear they do. Because you'll be driving one day and don't see something, and then the next day you're driving and where did that come from? But there's always things to do. It doesn't matter your age, whether if you're a baby or if you're 80 years old. There's always something for you to do and something for you to enjoy here. That's the reason why I like it, because there's always something to do. And we're also, a short drive to Knoxville. So if you want to go to like a larger city, because they have a lot of things like say on Market Square, you can do that. It's just a short drive and you'll have even more things to do. Now let's talk about the cons, and we're going to start with number 1, which I get the most complaints about in this area, is the traffic. Yeah. So you cannot have a thriving tourism area without traffic. It goes hand in hand. Now, you can take back roads and avoid peak times. Now, there's several car shows that happen throughout the year. We have a Jeep one, a Mustangs. We have one where it's like Hondas and their tires are like this. I don't know. If you know what it is, you can put it in the comments. But the big one is Rod Run. Hey, that's been here for years and years and years. Some of the other ones, they've developed in recent years, but Rod Run has been tried and true. And when Rod Run occurs, we affectionately call the parkway the parking lot. Because how it works is people will bring their classic cars and then they will park them at the businesses on the side of the parkway. So if you're driving, People will be driving slower because they want to look at the car. That's a nice car. Oh, my dad had that one. Yeah. So you're going to have more slowdowns. Now, that doesn't really bother me because I adjust my schedule for it. If it's going to be a big car show, I just don't come to town. I will get what I need beforehand, but if there's something I need, I will just go to Knoxville for it. It's not that inconvenient to me. And I've heard there's been some rumors that they mightn't stop doing the Rod Run. Don't know. I've just heard some rumors about it. But you do have to plan accordingly and just have a little patience. If you know you have to go somewhere at a peak time, at a peak season, just understand that you're probably going to be delayed a couple of minutes. Plan for it. Leave early. And then you won't be so stressed. Number 2, limited public transportation. Now, if you're used to big city conveniences, Sevier County may seem a little slow paced for you. Now, let's talk about public transportation. Sevier County does not have the best public transportation. What they have is a trolley that goes up and down the main parkway, which goes all the way from Sevierville to Gatlinburg. However, it only veers off just a couple of main roads. If you would like to use the public transportation, I would recommend living walking distance to the parkway. That is going to be your best option. So you can walk to the parkway and walk to one of the trolley stops and just get on for them to take you to your destination. Now, my husband and I, we have traveled all over the world and used public transportation, and we like it. We've been to Colombia, France, Germany, Argentina, all of that. And we've used public transportation and we like it. But Sevier County just does not get a blue ribbon for their public transportation. Moving here, it would be better if you have your own vehicle. That way you can get to all your destinations, you can get to work, go shopping, everything that you want, and it would just be way more convenient for you. Now, number 4, weather conditions. Okay, we have 4 seasons here. We have spring, summer, fall, and winter. Okay, so that means you're going to have high humidity, and in the winter you might have occasional snowfall. Now, I don't want to disappoint you, but if you think moving here you're going to get 2 feet of snow in one day, I'm sorry to disappoint you. That really doesn't happen. That really doesn't. Most of the time it's a dusting, maybe an inch or 2, and generally it's melted by noon. That's the big joke here is, all the snow is going to be melted by noon. Now, occasionally we'll get a little bit more, but it's not common. Now, if you live higher in the mountains, you will get more snow. But I'm just talking about the main area, like the main city. It really doesn't get much snow, but it's pretty. You can see it, take a couple pictures, and then it'll be melted. So most people like it like that. Now the humidity, that's another story. It's humid here, guys. It's hot and humid. You will sweat. You will sweat. We do not have a dry heat like Arizona and say Utah. We don't have that. Okay, it is humid. I think in June the average is like 77% humidity. So it will be very, very humid. So make sure you stay hydrated, stay cool, maybe get you a little portable fan. But it is humid here. So that is something that we have to, with all of our season changes, we have to keep in mind. But I still love it here. I just drink a little bit more water. go. All right, last con, number 5, curvy roads. Okay. All right, y'all. Tennessee is not flat. Nope. Nope. We have hills and we have mountains. Okay. It's the topography. Now, please do not come here expecting Indiana. Okay. In Indiana, my husband's from Indiana, so we went several times. And those roads are straight. Okay. And then you can look to your right, see for miles cornfield. You can look to your left and see miles of cornfield. No, that's not how it is here. People tell me that they're scared to drive the roads around here because they're so curvy. They go up the mountain, they go down the mountain. And I have a couple of tips that's going to make the process a lot easier on you. Number 1, drive slower. I mean, you do not have to drive like NASCAR. Just drive a little bit slower. 2, be aware of your surroundings. There's some roads that are so narrow, only one car can get through at a time. So be very cautious about that and communicate with the other drivers what you're trying to do. Now you might be asking, do I need a 4-wheel drive car to live here? Well, that depends. More depends on where exactly you live. I have a Honda Civic. And I get around just fine. So it's definitely not necessary, but of course it would depend on your particular situation and where you live. So there you have it, living in Sevier County. You'll have stunning views, a welcoming community, and plenty of job opportunities. Now, of course, it's not without its challenges. Now, do the pros outweigh the cons for you? What do you think about it? Tell me in the comments below. If you're considering moving to Sevier County, I would love to help you. Feel free to reach out to me. Now, don't forget to subscribe for more real estate content and about life in the Smokies.